Hey Capricorn, welcome to your weekly forecast for the 28th through April 3rd. This is for Capricorn Sun, Moon, and Rising. We do have a new moon in Aries happening April 1st. It is the astrological new year, new moon, clean slate energy. We're going to see what messages are coming up for our dear Capricorn friends. Keep in mind this is a general reading. Not every single message is going to resonate. Take what does, leave what doesn't. Without further ado, my dears and my darlings, first card coming up here is Death. This is a major arcana card. I'm going to scoot you guys a little bit closer here. So major arcana cards come up anytime that we're at a significant new chapter in our life, a significant defining moment. So even though we're reading with the intention here for a 7-day period of time, the things happening in the next 7 days are going to be setting things in motion for Capricorn that may be happening for a while for you all. Now, I know this is a super scary looking card, and the death card sometimes scares people. However, this is very positive. Keep in mind, we're coming into an astrological new year, and this is the week of a new moon. And you have here this phoenix rising from the ashes. You guys have been through a really tough time. And a lot of you commented recently, and a lot of you told me that you had Scorpio placements, right? And so this applies in a couple of different ways. I've said in the videos in the past, Capricorn is coming out of a really rough period of time where you guys have had like a really rough decade. And Scorpio went through something similar before you all. I say we because I'm a Scorpio. We kind of got to come out of it a little bit sooner. But we had our own decade. I think we just started before, so we came out a little earlier, and then you guys are going through something similar. So this is the time in which is like rising from the ashes. And Scorpio, it has the element of the phoenix rising. I love that this particular artist included that in this card, because it is something ending but something beginning again. It's like a rebirth, a new beginning. The old cycle phasing out, the old cycle ending, and something new being born. So this is the energy Capricorn is coming in. This is the energy you guys are coming into, that phoenix rising from the ashes, coming back better and stronger and more powerful. And, beauty and inspiration and energy and fire and passion. Now, a lot of you have heard me say in the YouTube videos that for me, when the major arcana cards come up, if you have that particular placement, this is Scorpio. So if you have Scorpio placements, there can be big changes or big shifts happening for you in those areas of your life. And as I said, I know a lot of you do because you've said so in the comments and I've seen it. But this is a new beginning for Capricorn. There might be a sense of ego death also for some of you, where you're shaking off the labels and the conditioning and the programming that's been put on you from the day you were born. We all go through it. We all go through conditioning. We all go through programming, right? The adults in our life try to shape us and mold us into what we're supposed to be or what they feel is going to be best for us. And with the ego death is we can shake all of that off. We can shake off any molding or shaping that's not serving us, go back to the authentic self and be the authentic self and be in our confidence. So for some of you, you're rediscovering your identity right now. You may even feel like you're reinventing yourself. The next card that's coming up here for Capricorn is the Queen of Pentacles. And this is that beautiful earth sign energy, right? That earth energy, that earth element. You guys are an earth sign, connecting with that earth element and that earth energy. Queen of Pentacles, for me in my readings, comes up a lot of the times to give us reassurance that there is going to be some kind of upgrade in our living arrangement or living situation. That there's going to be some kind of upgrade in the kind of place we're living, Maybe you're stressed or worried about making repairs on a home or doing some necessary remodeling. And this is coming up to give you reassurance that it'll happen, or reassurance that you will purchase or acquire land or property in the future. You will have a beautiful, comfortable, happy home. These things will fall into place and happen for you. The Queen of Pentacles comes up to give us that reassurance. Queen of Pentacles is also success, right? Succeeding financially, succeeding in business. And she comes up in my readings a lot of the times to tell us that physical self-care is crucial right now. A lot of your success, a lot of your manifestation depends on you making time for physical self-care. So making sure that at the end of the day, you can do your cord cutting, you can do your unwinding, you can do your grounding, you can do things to unwind and relax and, wash the day off. Maybe a nice shower or a nice bath, lotions, pajamas, bed sheets that feel good on the skin, anything that makes it feel good to be in your body, making sure you're getting good quality, healthy food that you enjoy eating. When we eat healthy, it doesn't have to be torture, right? Sure, there's going to be healthy foods that you don't like to eat. Well, then guess what? Don't eat those healthy foods. Don't eat them just because they're healthy if you don't like them. Eat the healthy foods that you do like. Treat yourself like a guest in your home. Give yourself that same level of attention or hospitality. And you start to realize how much abundance is available to you. You start to realize how much abundance you have and that you deserve to receive. So this helps us with our self-esteem. It helps us with our confidence. It helps us to be grounding. It helps us to feel deserving. Okay, so it's going to increase the opportunities and the abundance coming into our life if we can take this time for the physical self-care. The next card that's coming up here for Capricorn is the Magician. And this is both Gemini and Virgo energy. So if you have Gemini or Virgo placements, there can be big changes or big shifts happening for you in those areas of your life. Some of you may be partnering up in a significant way with a Gemini or a Virgo. Does not have to be romantic. It could be in terms of business, it could be in terms of friendship, it can be in terms of some kind of mentorship. It doesn't have to be romantic. But some of you might be dealing with a Gemini or Virgo, or as I said, if you have Gemini or Virgo placements, there can be big changes and shifts happening for you in those areas of your life. Now, with the Magician, this is a card of manifesting. This is a card of seeing through the illusion. And this is as above, so below. I do feel that some of you, regardless of zodiac sign, some of you are encountering an indigo child. Okay? If you're not sure what an indigo child is, this is a belief. I wouldn't say it's controversial. Not everyone believes in it, but this is a belief that in the late 70s, early 80s, there was a generation of children born who come from a specific soul family and who have come here to shake things up, to help with the awakening. They're said to be highly gifted, highly psychic. They're called indigo children because they're said to have indigo auras. And they might have been kind of like the kind of kids who shook things up, who kind of rocked the boat from an early age. Very honest. Some of them are said to be very technologically savvy, although not all, right? But there's a sense of like justice and calling out fakers and calling out liars and questioning the current structures and the systems. Indigo came about to bring about change. Maybe some of you are discovering that you are an indigo child. You may be encountering an indigo child who might kind of be waking you up or helping you to see things differently. I've been reading tarot for a long time, And I've never gotten indigo child vibes from the Magician card ever before. This is the very first time. So this may be significant for some of you. But I do feel for some of you, you're encountering indigo energy or an indigo child that's kind of shaking you up and waking you up and making you see something. Maybe you think you weren't ready to see it, but you are. And you're being shown it now because you are ready. There may be some aspect of yourself in which I feel like you're taking back your power. There may be a disagreement or an argument with this indigo person. They may say some things that really kind of hit home, that open your eyes and make you say, whoa, okay, I can do this. I got this. I have the power. I have the ability. And so you may be taking ownership of a situation and really, really succeeding, really thriving in dealing with it and manifesting these new changes. The next card that's coming up here for Capricorn is the Five of Cups. Now, the Five of Cups can come up in a couple of different ways. Sometimes I see the Five of Cups come up because we're going through shifts and changes. The heart chakra is beginning to open up, and that process can be very overwhelming. So we're tempted to self-medicate. We're tempted to try to, stifle it down, to not feel. You want to avoid the temptation to do this because you're at this beautiful energy of this new beginning, of this manifesting, of this stability, this phoenix rising from the ashes. The last thing you want to do is slow it down by numbing yourself. And people numb themselves in different ways. It can be through alcohol, it can be through other substances, it could be through food, it could be through shopping, gambling, physical intimacy. It could be being a workaholic. It could be being a completely addicted to the gym. People self-medicate in so many different ways. And so you might be tempted to run away from these heavy feelings. But Spirit is saying allow yourself to feel them, ride out the waves, don't stifle them, don't block yourself right now. I do feel, Capricorn, this is for some of you. Maybe you have found yourself turning to certain substances that might be against the law. And maybe for a while you had a good handle on it. It wasn't really affecting you. It may have even made you more productive. It may have even lifted your spirit and lifted your mood. And it was something that you said you were just going to do temporarily. But now it's gotten to the point where it's kind of getting a little bit out of hand. Or it's becoming difficult to kick this habit or this, cycle that you found yourself in. And it's something that you have succeeded in hiding from your friends or family. Something you're doing on the down low. If that is the case, the Five of Cups is giving me the feeling or the sense that this may become uncovered. Something might happen to where you can't hide it anymore. There may be a situation, I don't know, maybe there's like a traffic stop in a search or something, and you kind of maybe get busted with something, and you may be calling and you may be asking for help. Maybe for some of you, the person that you're turning to is an indigo, and this person is like coming at you with some tough love. But whatever the case, I feel like something is happening so that you can break out of that cycle. Like you're being forced to address it. You're being forced to face it. And then you're taking back your power and you're overcoming it. Those of you who've found yourself in some kind of self-medicating cycle, it may be revealed. It might be uncovered. It might be something that you're not going to be able to hide anymore. Like the truth is coming out, but you're also getting power over it. The little butterflies are jumping out at me, so there's definitely that sense of transformation, you know, rising above something. So it's an interesting message. It is a general reading. It won't be the case for every single one of you, but some of you will encounter that. You might want to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks your moon sign or rising sign might resonate more than your sun sign. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you go to calendly.com/amethystangelite, you can schedule a private reading with me there. Don't forget the card of the day, the daily messages I've been posting for everybody. Check those out as well. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Have a wonderful week ahead, Capricorn. Take care, my dears.